Hello, magandang hapon po. Kamusta po kayong lahat? Welcome po sa aming channel, sa aming vlog ni Baby. Ngayon po ay Saturday, weekend, and hapon na. So mamaya ang konti lalabas kami ni Baby. Pupunta kami sa grocery para bumili ng um, ingredients for sopas. Ayan, magsosopas kami kasi today medyo umulan buong umaga. Mild lang naman dito sa Richmond, BC. Ayan, so actually kagabi we were reviewing some of our videos na ginawa. Bago lang po kami sa into YouTube vlogging, and we quickly realized kami ni Baby na merong mga gaps sa aming mga kwento, and I'm pretty sure some of you are curious about it. And unti-unti po naming pupunuan yung mga gaps na yon. Like I said, lagi kong sinasabi na okay naman ako. But on what basis, no? So, okay naman ako sa aking cancer journey. But on what basis? And siguro, i-share ko mamaya yung chart na ginawa ko based on the results of my CEA, CEA, I forgot the definition. Ita-type ko na lang dito sa CEA antigen, results ko over the past 16, 17 months ba? O mga ganoon. And I can tell you na kung ano yung naging progress. I guess the emphasis is ano ba yung nagiging resulta ng mga ginagawa kong naming treatment and mga complementary treatments, and how was it working so far. So yun yung emphasis natin mamaya. If you stick around, hopefully you will finish this video. As of now, gusto ko muna sigurong i-add yung importansya ng having a quiet environment. Not yung hindi yung quiet na yung nakaka-bother, but rather yung quiet lang, peaceful. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Peaceful environment sa bahay while you are recovering. And siguro i-share ko ng bahagya itong aming space na nakuha. Again, we are living in a condo here in Richmond. It's a 2-bedroom. And one thing I found about this condo is napaka-peaceful, napaka-quiet. It's a second floor, nasa corner unit kami. And let me switch the camera so you can get a better view of the environment. Ayan, so nandito ako ngayon sa second bedroom namin, which we converted into an office / mini gym. Yan, so meron kami dito yung Bowflex, which we bought about 6 to 7 years ago, before the pandemic. And nakatira pa kami noon sa 1-bedroom apartment dito sa Richmond. And nandyan din yung aking mga media gadgets, yung mga tripods ko. And dito yung aming resistance bike. Yan. And as you can see sa labas, itong patio na to, it wraps around our unit, no? So meron kaming space here, merong box sa labas, and then it goes all the way to the back. Malaki pa yung nasa likod. And then may wall, and I pan over here. Ito yung other side, no, directly outside the room. Let me show you. Ayan, meron kaming wall. So you would think na nasa ground level, pero actually nasa second floor kami. And dito ako nag-gardening dyan sa labas. Yeah. So we have exclusive use of this space. Ito yung maganda dito sa nakuha naming unit, which is a blessing. They say it's very rare Yan. Nagpa-assess nga kami, nagpa-evaluate kami magkano na ba yung actual value ng property. Yung nag-assess is talagang he put it above, mga 80,000 above the government's assessment, yung BC assessment. So, yeah, ang selling point talaga nito is itong aming patio. Let me switch the camera. Ayan. Oh, mukha ko na naman. Let me switch it again. And kanina, dito ako nakaupo. Yan, meron kami ditong IKEA sofa bed, which we bought about 4 years ago. Ang brand is Valentuna. So, nako-convert ito into a bed. Napupull out yung ilalim. And right here, nandito yung mga collection namin. Some of our collection of Legos. Yan. Yan. Mahilig po kami ni baby sa Lego, as you can see. And there's a reason why. Siguro kwento ko sa inyo yung interesting part of it. But let me just show you a little bit more. Yan. So, meron tayo ditong computer. Kasi nag-work from home ako for 2 years during the pandemic, di ba? Yung office namin, inalaw kami mag-work from home. Then, on this side, nandito yung aming mga shoe cabinets and more Lego. And itong room na to is actually a closet room na ginawa naming storage. Hindi ko napapakita sa inyo yung laman. Ayan. So, yeah, we collect this kind of Legos. Yep. And, yan. I'm into construction, so hindi pwedeng walang construction machine. Ayan. So, it's a small space, but enough for our needs. By the way, wala kaming kids ni baby, no? It's by nature. Hindi po namin sinadya yun. Yun lang po ang binigay sa amin ng Panginoon. And we are happy with that. Kung ano po ang will ng Panginoon, syempre, we always submit to His will. Yan. So, going back nga dun sa Lego, no? You know what? Nung bago pa lang kami dito, very new in Canada. It's during our transition or our starting time, medyo syempre mahirap. Lahat naman po na nagsisimula. Most of them are nag-struggle sa simula. And yung tanda-tanda ko nung nakatira pa kami sa nirerentahan naming room. Not even a basement. It's just a room sa isang bahay. Bumili kami ni baby ng isang Matchbox ba yun na maliit na sasakyan. It's an SUV na kulay red. Maliit lang siya. And then, nandyan lang siya sa may parang maliit na desk. And sabi namin ni baby, oh, one day we will be able to afford to buy one. And true enough, no, nagkaroon kami ng yung naming kotse is yung Ford Escape, kulay red. Kamukha nung binili naming Matchbox or Hot Wheels yata. Hot Wheels. And then, after that, lumipat kami sa basement and then we started actually nagkaroon kami ng opportunity mamasyal sa Legoland sa USA, sa California. Doon nagsimula yung hobby. And then, pagbalik namin, bumili kami ng parang pencil pot. Maliit lang siya na Lego. And then we said, one day siguro, baby, no, we will be able to buy a place for both of us. And we can move on from living in the basement, no. And true enough nga po, over the years, nagkaroon kami ng enough to put down the down payment dito sa aming first place dito sa Canada, sa Richmond. So, we're very thankful for the Lord for that. And yung future namin ni baby na mga pangarap namin, syempre, just wanted to share with you some of them. Marami kaming plano. Is to travel. Kaya itong mga Lego na ito, like, as you can see, meron dito yung Burj Dubai. And then this is another building. This is called, I forgot the name, Dubai, right? Wanted to go visit some of this. And then over here we have Paris, San Francisco, Las Vegas, London, USA, New York. Then we have here China. Then we have here Japan. And then we have here the Buckingham Palace. And then Trafalgar Square sa UK. Yan. So, hindi po namin sinasabi na pag in-imagine mo is mangyayari, no? We don't have that power. But I can say na, having a vision and kung ipagkakalob ng Panginoon, it can happen, right? Pero you need to work hard for those dreams or plano. Ayan. So I hope, ma'am, may ipopost ko na dito and then I can tell you more about yung progress ng aking treatment sa cancer. Ito na nga po yung chart natin sa CEA, yung carcino-embryonic antigen tumor marker, that is na kinumpile ko to help you read it. From the left, from the very start, November 30, 2023, ang aking tumor marker, CEA, is 510 microgram per liter. And on the very far right, currently, yung last na blood draw, May 8 is around 77 microgram per liter. So, as you can see, malaki na yung ibinaba ng aking tumor marker, and corresponding to that, based sa mga CT scans, yung una kong mga tumor size sa aking lymph nodes, by the way, yung metastasis ko is to regional and distant lymph nodes, no? Yung size ng aking mga tumor, ng aking mga lymph nodes is around 22 millimeters. And currently, yung last CT scan about almost 3 months ago, this is now down to 6 millimeters. So it corresponds to, the reduction. So nagmamatch yung tumor marker ko sa CT scan, which is about now, it's about 85% yung decrease, no? So from 510 to now around 77, and consistent yung pagbaba niya. In addition to that, yung case ko is very unique kasi normally, ang ginagawa ng mga medical team is they would operate on you to remove the tumor as much as they can. Some of them they cannot access, some of them they can access. Actually sa akin is yung aking sigmoid colon cancer is actually accessible. Pwede lang putulin, paiksiin to remove much of the mass that was found there. And unfortunately, iba ko mga lymph nodes, yung sa para-aortic lymph nodes ko and dito sa may clavicular, they deemed na it's inoperable. So in the end, yung medical team na consisting of the oncologist and the gastroenterologist tsaka yung surgeon mismo, they decided na wag na akong operahan. And actually they thought, yung oncologist ko sinabi sa akin, yung hatol niya is palliative care. Palliative care meaning it's just a matter of time. Actually, ang binigay lang sa akin is about, from the time na nag-usap kami, which is around January, is only 24 months. So imagine that. So that was January 2024. Kasi nung na-diagnose ako, hindi naman agad yan chemo eh. So it took 2 months for them to do the analysis. Like kinuhanan pa ako ng biopsy. Kasi ang ginawa lang sa akin is nagkaroon ako ng yung colonoscopy. And from there, nakita ng gastroenterologist yung mass. Kumuha siya ng samples from different parts of my colon, hindi lang dun sa sigmoid, pati dun sa dulo, sa gitna. And wala naman nakita dito sa dulo or sa gitna, dun lang mismo sa sigmoid colon area. And then kinuhanan nila ng samples, and then biopsy nga nila, and they decided that they found out that it has a wild type cancer tumor, carcinogenic, and is very nakalimutan ko yung medical term, is very fragile, like konting poke mo lang magdudugo. Masyadong malambot yung tumor. Yun yung nakita sa colonoscopy. And base nga dun sa analysis nung expert, yung nag-a-analyze nun, nakalimutan ko na naman. Pasensya na kayo. It's very it's a cancer. In simple terms, it's cancer. And then later on, nung nag-PET scan ako, doon na nakita yung iba pang spread sa lymph nodes. So yung oncologist ko and the team, they have decided not to operate on me, which is very unique in my case, no? Kasi normally, pag ino-opera yung cancer patient, tinanggal yung tumor, bumababa ng drastically yung kanyang tumor marker, and then from there, magkikimo or radiation therapy. And then unfortunately, for some of them, it will only extend their life for a certain number of months or years. And then it gets worse and worse, no? Until hindi na matolerate yung chemotherapy or yung radiation until they die. But in my case, it's the reverse, no? Hindi ako inopera. Wala ako invasive operation, walang tinanggal sa akin. Other than kumuha ng tissue sample during colonoscopy, hindi ako nagre-radiation. What I'm doing is only bi-weekly chemotherapy. And yun nga, yung in-between, ito yung nag-decide kami ni baby na mag-seek ng complementary treatment. So, yung case ko is very unique and very, nasusurprise nga sila kasi sabi nga nung other doctor ko, yung naturopath oncologist ko, kung ganun ang hatol sa'yo, by this time dapat you are worse na. So ito lang yung patunay na in my case, like hindi ko sinasabing it will work for everybody, but in my case, nag-work siya. And I guess I attribute it to sa biyaya ng Panginoon. There's a reason bakit niya tayo binigyan ng ganitong sakit or inalaw niya. Kasi, ang sakit could be because of our fault na rin. Right? Or it's something that the Lord will allow for na mangyari sa buhay natin to get our attention. In my case, He got our attention. And nagpapasalamat nga ako sa lahat ng tulong na ibinigay sa akin ng Panginoon, sa amin ni baby. In spite of the grim grim news nung una, hanggang ngayon nandito pa rin tayo malakas, right? And lumalaban and patuloy na nabubuhay. Kaya nagpapasalamat po ako sa Lord. And of course, I appreciate sa lahat po ng nanonood ngayon. Please pray for me. Patuloy niyo po akong panalangin. And at the same time, I also pray for those na nanonood na to, whatever your condition is right now. I pray that you will find healing and hope sa Panginoon. And just live your life, don't worry too much about your situation. Of course, it's a valid concern, but try to appreciate everything that you have. If you have grandchildren, live for them, right? If your doctor says, okay, kailangan mong gawin to, and you refuse to do it because hirap ka na, just do it for your loved ones. And in my case, hindi yan smooth sailing. There are days talaga na I feel very terrible. It's a roller coaster ride. And ang ginagawa ko is I submit everything to the Lord. Isinusuko ko sa Kanya, and His will be done in my life, in baby's life, and everybody around me, my loved ones. And yeah, so that's it for now. I hope na-fill namin unti-unti yung mga gaps. And if you have any question, just feel free to comment. Don't be shy. And as always, please like and subscribe if you can. If you please consider subscribing to my video if you wanted to get updates on my progress and if you are interested in what we are sharing. Thank you and God bless you all.